Shift gears and say, when you got to Des Moines, what kind of reception did you get in general? And then let's talk a little bit about, since you had already said that there were a lot of women who had served in the legislature
Right.
prior to your
Right,
arrival.
right.
But were there changes that were going at the time?
Well, I thought my reception was good, especially in my own caucus. But I know my memory is that I was received very well by the Republicans also. There was just a lot of collegiality then, and especially with women, because we would meet as a group once a week for lunch. And it would be Republicans, Democrats. We would talk about issues. And so I would say that, it was just not a very hostile place. It was very, very nice.
Did the caucus have a name that you met weekly with?
The Democratic Caucus. So all Democrats. But the Women's Caucus, that's what it was called, the Women's Caucus, yeah.
How many were there?
Oh, boy. If I think of the senators, it was senators and House members. There probably were 20, 25 of us.
Okay, yeah.
The numbers haven't changed much. They're getting better because we really wanted to work toward 50%, which we should have. But it isn't anywhere near that. But, it was a good number of us.
Why has 50-50 been so difficult to attain?
I don't know. I think it's that women aren't running.
Reasons? What do you hear as you go out and solicit candidates, or?
I don't do that anymore, but a lot of times you have to really work sometimes because women are hesitant about leaving what they do, their job, their home. They're really more hesitant than men. They're not quite wanting to make the jump. And so they need to be convinced that it is something they can do and still continue on with a lot of things that they've done before. Yeah.
As you have had in the conversations with the League and others, do you see that maybe there's a changing trend as the 50-50 agenda has been pushed?
Right.
Do women seem to be more interested, or is it still kind of an inflexible? I don't know.
No, I think women are more interested. Women have a real, they have a very good grasp of the issues. And even if they're not running, they are pushing people to get in to run. They're not just sitting back. Like some of the people that I ran into when I was first campaigning, I would talk to a woman at the door, and she would say, "Oh, well, I don't vote. I just let my husband vote." That kind of thing. So you tried to encourage that kind of thing, at least, to vote. I think we still have that to do, to encourage women to vote. But if you look at the young people, they will be very critical of using their time, I'm sure, in a process in which they have just no hope of being successful, no hope of going and getting their issues passed.